Yes. So here on the screen you can see, some friends are here on the screen and they are having some conversation, they are having some talk, right? So what exactly the use of sentences? While reading, writing, speaking, while we are doing all these things, okay, while we are communicate with each other, okay, that time we are using the sentence. Am I right? Right now I am talking with you. Yes. So I am also doing the use of sentences. Yes. And how my sentences are? My sentences are like that, that everyone can understand that what I want to say. Is it clear? Yes or no? If I'm talking something meaningless, if my sentence formation is not proper, are you able to understand what teacher is saying? No, you all are not able to understand what teacher want to say. Yes? Okay. Then in the next slide, we are going to see what is exactly the sentence is. So when we are communicating, we should put forth our thoughts in a clear manner so that the person receiving information understand it clearly. Okay, so this is also come under sentence, that whenever we are making sentences, whenever we are keeping our thought in front of someone, the person should understand it properly. So our sentence should be in that manner. Okay, fine. So let's define sentence: a collection of words allied in a specific order such that they now convey a clear thought, that is called a sentence. Is it clear? Yes. Is there anyone to read this sentence for me? Vishay, unmute
Yes,
yourself.
teacher.
Read this.
Let's define the sentence. A
Yes.
collection of words aligned in a specific order such that they now convey a clear truth is called a
Your
sentence.
thought is called a sentence. Thank you, beta. You can mute yourself.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
I hope everyone understood what is a sentence now. Okay. Fine. Now let's go ahead. Uh, let's go ahead here. So, students, a sentence begins with a capital letter. That we all know. Yes. Yes. That all we know. Wait a minute. Okay, there was some disturbance. I would just want to clear it. Fine. So, dear students, a sentence begins with a capital letter and end with a full stop. That we learn. Yes. Sentence begin with a capital letter, end with full stop. That we learn from last few years. Then, sometimes question end with the question mark. Sometimes the question, sometimes the sentence end with the exclamation mark. Yes. These are all things that we learned earlier. Okay, same we are going to learn today also, but we are going to learn some new things. Okay, so it is depending on what the sentence is conveying. So what you are going to use at the end, that is full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark, it depends upon what the sentence is conveying. Fine. If it is a question mark, then you are going to put a question mark at the end. If it is a sentence, you can put the full stop. Or if it is an exclamation mark, means the sentence is conveying some emotions and all, so you're going to put the exclamation mark at the end. So we will decide what the sentence conveying. Okay, while speaking we can't say na oh, exclamation mark, what you're doing, like we are not going to say that, right? Yes, students, while writing we are using all this mark. Yes, so it depends on what the sentence is conveying. Okay, now, so student, in this lesson, what we are going to learn in the types of sentences today, we are going to learn about the assertive or declarative sentence, then interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Okay, so under interrogative sentence, we are going to learn about the 4 more types, okay, of interrogative sentence. Okay. So these are the 4 types of sentences that we are going to learn in today's class. Okay. So let's start with the first one. That is, beta. I'll tell you to write, that time you can write beta, or you can keep the screenshot with you. Okay. Okay. First one is the assertive or declarative sentence. Now, a sentence that conveys facts, conveys or state the facts is a assertive or declarative sentence. Now, we can punctuate this sentence by just adding a full stop at the end and the first letter capital. Okay, so it is a simple sentence which states fact. Now, just now, I think last period only we finished with the lesson of Revati. Now, Revati was a student of a music. This is the fact. Revati is a student of a music, right? So here we can write this sentence, for example, of a assertive or declarative sentence, that is, Revati was a student of music. So, first example, you can see the street was very noisy. If the street is very noisy, too many vehicles on the road, you can make a sentence that street was very noisy. So it states a fact. Okay. The last sentence, last night there was heavy rain. Okay. The sentence is what? The sentence is conveys or states a fact. Clear? So in all these examples I gave you here, you all can see that the sentence conveys the fact. Yes, this sentence conveys what? Facts. So these sentences are the declarative or assertive sentences. Clear? Okay. Now everyone is clear with the assertive and declarative sentence. Now we are going to see the next type of the sentence, that is interrogative sentence. Okay, now how we are going to identify interrogative sentence? A sentence requests information by asking a direct question. It is an interrogative sentence. Okay, so here at the end of the interrogative sentence, there is a question mark. We can end the interrogative sentence by adding a question mark. When a sentence requests information, when a sentence requests information means what? When a sentence asking for some information, that is interrogative sentence. Okay, and it ends with a question mark. Now there are 4 types of interrogative sentences that we are going to learn today. So first one is WH question. So everyone is knowing this WH question. Yes? Yes or no? Everyone is knowing this WH question that we learned from last many years. What, where, when, who, whose, why, which, and how. How is not WH question, but still it is a question. That's why I put here how to. Okay. So when the questions start with how, where, when, who, whom, whose, why, which, how. These all are interrogative sentences. Okay. So few questions is I put some questions here in front of you. So I want Ayush Sahu to read this. Ayush, unmute yourself and read.
Yes,
Examples.
teacher.
Read the examples.
WH.
Read the examples.
Yes, teacher.
Ayush. Yes.
Yes. When is the first? When is the first going vacation? What is the project name?
Very good.
Yes,
So
teacher.
these all are. Thank you, beta. You can mute yourself. These are all what?
Yes.
Interrogative sentences. Okay. These are all questions. So these we can call as interrogative sentences. Okay. Now we will see the next type of interrogative question or interrogative sentence. Sorry. So yes, no question. When the question asked and the answer is either yes or either no. Okay. So this type of questions also comes under interrogative sentences. Okay. Now here you can see few questions in front of you. So here I would like to ask Prathamesh, unmute yourself. Prathamesh Sawant, unmute yourself. Raj Gaikwad, unmute yourself.
Yes, teacher.
Read the examples given.
Yes, no question. There are questions where the answer is in a yes or a no. They begin with helping verbs. Example: Do you love cooking? Are you happy now? Will you come for the charity show?
Okay, thank you.
Sarovar.
Mute yourself. So students, if you can go through this question, either the answer for this question is yes or no. Do you love cooking? If you love cooking, you will say yes. If you don't love cooking, you will say no. Are you happy now? Yes or no. Will you come for the charity show? Yes or no. So here the answer for this question is in the form of yes or no. So this question too will come under what? Interrogative sentences. Okay. These are yes, no type of questions. Clear? Now we will see the next type of interrogative sentences, that is alternative questions. What? That is a alternative questions. Now, these are the interrogative questions that provide alternatives or choices. Okay. Here choices are given. So these called as alternative questions. This called as what? Alternative questions. So here examples also given. So I'll ask Suryanshu, unmute yourself.
Yes, teacher.
Read the examples, beta.
Do you think I should pursue science or humanities?
Okay.
Will you have an ice cream or pizza?
Okay.
Should I wear red dress or yellow dress for party?
Okay. Thank you, Suryanshu. So whatever questions
can I mute?
just now Suryanshu read, what we understood that the question is having a choice. Okay. This question is having choice. Okay. Here in the question it said the options are given, the alternatives given. So one of this is the answer. Okay. So this type of questions also comes under what? Interrogative sentences. Clear? Yes. Now the next type of question, next part type of sentence, that is question tags. Question tags. Now these are the interrogative sentences that ask for a confirmation. These are asking for what? Confirmation by adding a tag word. Now what is a tag word that you all can see here? Let me show you here. Students, just see this. Here you can see these are the tag word. So here in this interrogative sentences, we are asking for a confirmation. We are asking for confirmation. How we are asking for the confirmation? By adding a tag word. This is the tag word that we add at the end of the statement. So who will read this for me? Wait, let me. Radhika Das, unmute yourself. Radhika, unmute yourself.
Yes, teacher.
Read the examples given here.
We ate pizza, didn't we?
Yes.
John is playing chess, isn't he? The children hadn't visited mall, had they?
Okay, thank you, Radhika. You can mute yourself. So,
Okay,
student,
teacher.
you can see here, we ate pizza. This was a statement, but after that, there was a question tag. There's a question tag after a sentence, didn't we? So, this is a question tag, and these also come under what? These also come under interrogative sentence. Okay. Then the second sentence you can see, John is playing chess. In the statement, it was clear that he is playing chess. But by adding the question tag, isn't he? It is a interrogative sentence now. And look at the last one, which is very important. Here you will understand how we are going to put the question tag. Okay, just see The children, sorry, beta, let me erase this. Okay. Now here you all can see the children the children hadn't visited mall. So here in the sentence, it is mentioned in the negative manner, hadn't. Yes. So while adding the tag word, there is no negative word. So what we understood here, when the sentence is not negative, we are going to add the negative word in the question, in the tag word. We ate pizza. The question is not a negative sentence, it's an affirmative sentence. So we are going to add negative word in the question tag. Okay. We ate pizza, didn't we? John is playing chess. Affirmative sentence, there is no negative word in the sentence. So while adding the question tag, we add here negative word. Yes. And look at the last one in the question, in the sentence. Sorry, in the sentence, the sentence is the word having negative word, that is which negative word it is having? Hadn't. Yes. Okay. So while adding the tag, adding the question tag, here we are not going to add a negative word. Clear, everyone, what we did here? So this is called tag word, and here is the question tag that we add. Okay. Students, the next type of sentence is the exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences. Now, exclamatory sentences are the sentences expressing emotions, joy. Emotions means like joy, love, anger, regret, pain, sorrow, etc., etc., etc. When in the sentence such emotions are expressed, so this is the exclamatory sentence. Okay, that is the that is how you are going to identify the exclamatory sentence. Now, one more very easy way to identify the exclamatory sentence is the exclamation mark. Okay, the exclamatory sentence is there with the exclamation mark. Okay, at the end of the sentence. Now you all can see these examples here. So here I want someone to read these examples. Wait. Raj. Sorry, wait. Raj, unmute yourself.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Raj, can you read these examples?
Yes, teacher.
Read out.
Exclamatory sentence. This sentence express emotions such as joy, anger, love, regret, pain, sorrow, etc. He punctuates an exclamatory sentence with an exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Examples: how wonderfully she played her part. You're being selfish. What a splendid game. Sir, over.
Okay, thank you, beta. You can mute yourself. So here you can see the sentences expressing emotions too. Yes. What a splendid game. You are being selfish. How wonderfully she plays her part. Okay, so here in this expression, here all this sentence expressing the emotion. The second sentence express the anger. The first sentence showing the joy. The last sentence showing the joy again. Yes. Okay, so in this way we are going to express our emotions, and these are the exclamatory sentences. Now the next one here, see, in the exclamatory sentences also, that every time the exclamation mark is at the end, it is not possible. every time the exclamation mark is at the end. That is not possible. So students, if the exclamatory sentence has an interjection, then the interjection is followed by an exclamation mark. Okay, and the sentence accompanying the interjection will have a full stop. So here you can see the sentence here, I am late for interview, is having a full stop. You were excellent, having a full stop. Oops. Okay, after oops, there is a exclamation mark. Okay, then you can see in the second sentence, brow, exclamation mark, you were excellent. So here there is an interjection. If the exclamatory sentence have an interjection, then the interjection is followed by the the interjection is followed by an exclamation mark, and the sentence accompanying the interjection will have a full stop. Here you can see oops, brow will have the exclamation mark, and the sentence will have the full stop here. Okay, so Arush, unmute yourself. Arush, 8A. Arush,
Yes,
read
teacher.
out.
If X, what is this, teacher?
Yes,
What is this?
come on,
If
start
M-
reading the examples.
Okay, okay. Oops, I am late for interview.
Hmm?
Verbo,
Brow,
brow, you were
you were
excellent.
excellent. Okay, you can mute
Excellent.
yourself and sit properly. Okay, so this is one more means one more type of sentence. How you are going to identify whether they are exclamatory sentences or not. Okay, so up to this we completed the exclamatory sentence, and the last one is the imperative sentences. Now dear students, imperative sentences are sentences here where someone is going to command, someone is going to order, someone is going to request, suggestion, invitation, everything comes under imperative sentences. But how we are going to identify the imperative sentences? See, in imperative sentences, they always begin with verb. Don't forget this, pay attention. The imperative sentences always begins with what? Verb. Okay, so we are going to we have to understand that there is you, that we are going to understand, we are going to assume that there is you before that. But always the imperative sentences begin with what? A verb. Always the imperative sentences begin with verb. Okay, so you can I can tell you some examples of imperative sentences, like sit properly, sit straight. This is what? Order. Sit straight, all of you. Order. Yes. Try to complete your homework and classwork as early as possible. It's a advice. Yes. Then request. Please sit properly, all of you. It's a request. Yes. Ryan, 8A, roll number 39. It's a request for you to sit properly. Okay. So imperative sentences contains advice, order, command, then suggestion, invitation, and offer instructions. Instructions means like go left, then turn right. So these are the instructions. Okay, so that is how we are going to identify the imperative sentences. So let's see some examples which I'm having here. First one, who will read the first one? Wait. Dev Kate, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Read the example, first one.
Okay, teacher. Examples. Please help me complete this assignment. Request.
Request. Can you give me one more example of request?
Yeah, teacher. Please,
please.
can you turn on the fan?
Very good. Very good. Good. You can mute yourself.
Okay,
The next
teacher.
student
Thank you.
whom I want to ask with is Beta. Sai, unmute yourself.
Yes, teacher.
Read the second one.
Keep quiet. It's an order.
Okay, can you give me one more example of order?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
The
give me.
example is buy a rubber and pencil for me.
Order. Order should have some order type, na? See, just now I told you, keep quiet. Order.
I want pin drop silence in the class.
Wow, very good. One more is there who will read it. Dharvi, unmute yourself.
Can I mute myself?
Yeah, you can mute yourself. Thank you, beta.
Thank you, teacher.
Dharvi. I think Dharvi is having some internet issue. Yeah, Jyotirmai, unmute yourself. Wait. Jyotirmai.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, read the third one. Suggestion.
Let's go for movie tomorrow.
Okay, it's a suggestion. Can you give me one more example of suggestion?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Let's go to cafe.
Okay, let's go to cafe. Wow, very good. Good one. Here, Arush, unmute yourself. Ayush Patil.
So can I unmute?
Yeah, you can mute yourself. Yes, Ayush.
Yes, teacher.
Read the last one.
Try to study in the early morning. Advice.
Advice. So, can you give me one more example of advice?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
If you don't know the answer of that homework, you can check on internet.
Advice. Okay, good.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, beta. Good one.